I quit my way. Australian vaping stories. How Australian citizens are having to break the law in order to quit smoking using e-cigarettes with nicotine. Legalise nicotine for vaping.
This is Drew, a vaper from Brisbane. We can't show you his face, he is afraid you will report him to the government Dobbin line. Unlike most places in the world, vaping in Queensland is a crime, while smoking deadly cigarettes is government approved. This is Steve. He is an international pilot vaping in Australia, so we can't show you his face. Even though he has been vaping legally since 2010 in his home country, here, he faces prosecution.
Alison is a vapor, so we can't show you her face. The Australian government wants her to die as a smoker, or live as a criminal.
This is Laurie. He switched to vaping in 2013, after smoking a pack a day for 35 years, so we can't show you his face. He risks prosecution as the product he uses is not supplied by Big Tobacco or Big Pharma. This is Charlie. He has been vaping for over 5 years, so we can't show you his face. That equates to over 6.5 kilograms of toxic, non-biodegradable cigarette butt pollution that has not been added to our landfill.
This is Diane. We can't show you her face because she is breaking the law. After smoking for over 45 years, this grandmother switched to vaping in 2013. Why is it legal to use nicotine when smoking deadly cigarettes, but not when vaping?
Dan is a vapor, so we can't show you his face. He lives with mental illness and nicotine helps manage his condition, but cigarettes were killing him. This is Joe. He smoked for 30 years before switching to vaping with nicotine 2 years ago, so we can't show you his face. Nicotine does not cause cancer, is far less addictive than cigarettes and only as harmful as caffeine.
Rita was a vapor and a smoker for 3 years. 6 months ago she finally quit the smokes and just became a vapor. She chose vaping over smoking because she values her life more than the law. Using a safer alternative to cigarettes is forbidden in Australia.
Andrew thought he'd never give up smoking. We can't show you his face, because he finally did. Australian law criminalises vapors for using nicotine, even though it is legal in patches, gum and cigarettes. Paul is 62 years old and smoked for 48 years. He's now a vapor and hasn't smoked for over 6 years. We can't show you his face because the Australian government has banned smokers from quitting the most effective way.
This is Donna. We can't show you her face as she quit her 32-year smoking habit by buying nicotine e-liquid illegally in Australia. Although it's 3 years since she quit, she knows she'd go back to smoking if her nicotine was seized by police.
This is Tony. He used to stink of smoke, and his fingers were yellow. Now he is a vapor, so we can't show you his face. In Australia, it is legal to use nicotine if you stink of smoke, but not if you smell like apples. This is Drew. He is a vapor, so we can't show you his face. After smoking for 29 years, his lung capacity was down to 40%. He gave up the day he had his first vape.
The I Quit My Way presentation and video was made using information provided by citizens of, or visitors to, Australia. Special thanks to Drew, Steve, Alison, Laurie, Charlie, Diane, Dan, Joe, Rita, Andrew, Paul, Donna, Tony and Drew.